Hello out there, this is Terkanil, and welcome back to RxCraft. So as you saw in our last mini episode, we fought and killed the Ender Dragon. But now we're going to go do a little extra work here to make getting from here to there a little bit easier. Because, I don't know about you, charging off this thing is a bit annoying. So we're just going to build a little bit of a bridge here. So that it will be a little bit easier to get around. But I'm going to get this really quickly built, which isn't much, and finish out a little pathway up to the way out, and then we'll head back to base. So it turns out we are so good at killing the Ender Dragon that we killed it in a straight line in from the entrance location. I mean, seriously, the dead center of this portal is straight in from the other entrance location. You don't get any better than that. Because that's pretty darn good. But we're going to come back and pave this thing a little bit later. For now, back to projects back at the base. Well, now that we're back, and I have now dug up a bunch of end stone, I get to figure out what to do with it. Well, for now, I don't know, so it's just going to go in here. I'll figure out somewhere to put it. Maybe I can... Yeah, I think that'll do. And there we have it. The wall is now finally pushed back. Added a little bit of flooring over here. Got a glass skylight here, so I can actually take a look at what I'm about to do above me. I'll be doing that probably next on the project, but I've got a couple other things I want to do inside here first. Got the glass in here, so now the entire place is protected, so now I can use this entire area over here. So all I really need to do next is run a couple more power lines through the ceiling so that I can run some more lights over here, because I need to power these corners, or I should say light these corners. And then I can move these machines here. I think these guys will end up probably just strung along the windows here, perhaps. Not quite sure yet. May just move over to that corner over there. I know that I'll be using this area here for another bank of dynamos. And these guys, I'm not sure what I'll do. I might just, move them right there in the corner where I've got the two brewing stands, seeing as, all the machinery for that is right here. Where'd that go? And then it won't take much to move all the piping to go right there. I think I got to stick my storage room through that wall pretty soon here as well. I'll have to see where things are going to end up, since I have another project back this way. So, as I said, I'm going to be converting this area into an automated farm, or a set of automated farms. And then I've started moving my hallway down this way, as I was originally intending for quite a while. I've just got to throw in the glass right here, as we'll grab that and get that done. And then I get to push this hallway that way. So then I'm going to be working on this part next. So as soon as I figure out how to actually slot everything in and see how much of this wall over here I'm going to end up having to take out, I'll be getting to work, and once I have that all noted, I will be back. So I realized I've never actually gone and looked at what it takes to make a farming station. It takes a little bit. Diamond hose, there's 2 diamonds. Each pulsating crystal requires a diamond. Pulsating iron nuggets, well, at this point that doesn't really matter so much, since all it really is, you know, cooking an iron nugget and ender pearl. We got plenty of all that. I wasn't expecting the diamonds. I mean, fortunately I've got plenty of those at this point, but yeesh. Was not expecting that kind of price on those things. Well, guess I better get some more those nuggets cooked. And there is the 4th one. Oh, that took a little bit to get everything put together for those. But now we've got our farming station, so now we can actually get to work on building the new farm areas. So these guys, I don't know how much power they'll actually be using. So I'll be running a line in from the main dynamo bank and battery set, or capacitor bank. I think I'll actually be moving this so that it's in beneath the floor as well. So all I really need is to get myself a wireless charging station, or 2 or 3 or however many I can actually afford to make. But I think this might be the first thing I'll need to move, because I want to be able to have more space, and I could probably get away with it actually just expanding it straight down, because I want to have a bigger bank in here. And right there is where it needs to go, just with all that conduit section there. After that, I need to get conduits run beneath the floor and through that wall. And that will bring me over into this section. So I've got to actually finish seeing how much space I can actually afford before I hit the wall over there, and then I can finish planning out the farm areas. So let me get this dug a bit further, and I'll be back. So I decided to make use of my beacons, you know, at least one of them, since I've got it here. So I've given this thing haste. So let's see how this reacts to me having this pick and being in range of that. Not too bad. Nice and quick. That should be done in just a moment. Alright, the room is dug out. So now I'm going to need to actually measure this room to see if it's big enough on its own, or if I want to alter the size so that I can get more out of the space. Let's see what we've actually got here. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 across. Let's see. That might be big enough. I think I was expecting to use a little bit more space than that overall. Let's see, how much... Looks like I can actually go that way a little bit. So I could probably use the front of this for a food storage area, separate from the main storage. Have everything pipe into right here. Then I can have another room slightly off that way, perhaps. Let's see. Yeah, I might be able to pull that off. You can go dig through this wall here. So if I turn right here, let's see how far we get. So if we start from one in, right there. Got 6 blocks there. Can push a couple blocks this way. And where is the other wall there? The landmarks from BuildCraft are great for just trying to figure out where you're going. One of my favorite time savers. So, that's the wall right there. So, this is the actual wall. I think I might have to excavate this area out here to see what I can play with. Yep, give me a few more minutes here. And there we are. We have the new farming area dug out. So I'm making it a 7x7 plot. Each one, I think actually I will make this. Each one will have its own individual farm. So I won't be able to allow it to overlap. Which means I'll have to be careful about its distance. But I think I can at that point go up a level. Because as I'd mentioned, each of these farms will be a 3 high space. Ground, growth, and then ceiling. And then I can do it again. Which means if right here is the ceiling, I mean that right here is the next ground that I could use. And I believe that I should have plenty of space before I start going up into what will be the bedroom. Yes, I do. Alright. So I'm going to get digging up a little bit, take out the current ceiling here, at least a little bit, and we'll just start right here. And we can see about building up into the second stack, and then I'll have space for all 4 of the farms. So give me a few minutes here while I get this dug out. Won't bore you with making you watch as I dig and put holes in the ceiling. Well, I need to put that anyway, didn't I? So give me a few minutes and I'll be back. Alright, I've got most of the room set up for this first set of farm areas. I'm just going to bring in some power. Dug in, headed toward my machine room, and I realized I could get power a little bit easier as I've already got power running up to the lights. So I ran some wire up through the ceiling here, and it should connect up right there. Yep. So I can just bring this over to me right here. Then we can just fill this in a little bit. Actually, I'll put that right there since I'll need that in a moment. Leave that last block exposed so that I can just put that in after I'm done with the rest of this. Bring the power conduit down. I don't think I'll need anything more than red, but we'll find out what happens. Can always upgrade it later if absolutely necessary. It'll just be annoying. But we can run our power over here. there's the first one. And as you can see, it already says it's ready to go. Just need to give it some kind of seed. Then we can... Woo! Perfect! Just enough of those made to make that all hook up. Alright, so there's the first ones. Now I've just got to get some place to store all this stuff. That'll do. So we're going to go and steal the farms I'll be using, which is carrots, potatoes. I'll need one for seeds. I don't have anything for wheat yet, so I gotta go make a couple. I'll need those in a second. Let's go drop down these two first. And we'll just plop these right. I must be hearing things. Right there. I can hide some of the wiring or conduits after the fact inside the wall, I think. So yeah, that'll work just fine. Let's also... Yeah, we'll leave it like that. And then we can bring the conduit just right up the middle here. I think I brought some with me. Yep. So we just feed these along these conduits right here. And bring them back this way. Unfortunately, I decided to make the flooring simple, except for that one. And I can do that later. Actually, I think it'll let me. Haha! Yeah, let's do that. If you can't tell, I like half slabs. Allows me to save on resources when I'm trying to build in a crunch. Then we can come through this wall here, and there's my other wall. We're not going to see much of this anyway, since I'm going to end up decorating it anyway. So we'll just come over here, down a little bit, plop that over to here. And we'll just take it straight over. But I ran out. So I should... Sounds really close right there. Must be on top of the place or something. And if you can't tell, I've been having to go through the wall over here. We're actually going to stick this back up right there. Then I should have some stone right here. I can rehide that. Then those I'm going to need conduit sods. 1, 2, 3. None currently painted, so we'll grab 3 of these. 1 of these. And go across the room. Oh, look at that. It's already ready to go. Alright. Let's put these over the conduits. Alright, now do it. So now it's all hidden behind the ceiling. Now I just need to stick 1 block right there in the side. And all the damage that I did will have been hidden. Plunk. Perfect. Now you can't even tell anything was done. So now I come back over here. Looks like I should probably eat something really quick. Oh, I forgot to grab my conduits. Wow, let me be observant, aren't I? So I have some right. I grabbed them all? Really? Alright, what do these need? 3 pulsating iron nuggets. I got some of that still. Like 2 sets. I'm going to need more conduit binders. Meow. One second. Alright, there are conduit binders. Got a lot extra, so I can dump a lot of that into the chest here. Come over here, make our item conduits. Ta-da! We'll dump the rest of that back in the chest. Alright, now we can head back around. Meow. One beacon wasn't enough. And we can haul this up right here. Actually, let's do this instead. Let's take out this. That way I can just haul up one line there. A second line there. I'll also have that one connect up right there. Actually, do I need to do that? No, I do not. So I can just piece right there. They cycle a little bit, but that won't be a problem. And then I can get a block and shove it right in the back there. For the moment, we're going to need item filters, or conduit filters. Those things. Which need paper and hoppers. I need hoppers. So that's 5 filters. No. 9 filters. Do I have enough chests? No. I'm close. I need paper. There's paper. Put that there. Toss most of that up there for now. Get some of this stuff out of my inventory. I got way too much crap on me again. I'm getting very good at that, I realize. Alright, now we head back this way. And Am has been working on another big project. We recently saw fairly recently saw tutorials for iron farms using iron golems, and shortly after that we found, by watching some of the Hermitcraft videos, that they had this huge one built, a construction called an iron foundry. And Am is constructing one of those suckers right now over in the spawn chunks. Actually, almost directly over spawn. Actually, I think it is directly over spawn. So if anybody new happens to come join on this server, they're going to spawn and have this gigantic thing above them. Actually, that could get very interesting. I hope nobody spawns on top of that thing. But I just realized how much time I've actually been spending on this episode so far, so I'm actually going to cut this a little short so I don't extend this thing out near the hour mark, which is where I was going. So we're going to pick up next episode, and I will finish out the farms at that point. So thank you for watching, and talk to you next time. This is Terkanil, signing off.